Whew. Man. Good morning. I was really not wanting to wake up this morning. Wow. Happy Monday, right? Hi, Jean. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning, Valerie. Hi, Misty. Good morning, Gary. Hi, Julie. Ah, all right. Hi, April. Someone needs coffee this morning, and it's me. Whew. Is anyone else just so sleepy these days? Like, oh my goodness. I can't remember feeling this tired before because, like, for me to wake up at I think I woke up, like, my eyes opened at, like, 8:17, which is crazy for me. I was like, "Really?" And then I couldn't I don't know, but I didn't want to wake up, so I stayed in bed, as long as humanly possible, obviously, because I was a couple minutes late here, and look at me. Oh my god. This weather is murder for my hair. Like, I don't even know what we're doing with this. I don't even know. I need a hat. Yeah, this is like sip number one. Oof, you have to watch the transformation live this morning because holy hell. Ugh, so tired. Good morning. Hey, Freddie. Hey, Susan. Hey, Denise. All right. My contractor, I hear him just arriving, having some bathroom work done. And let's see if he listens to my text message that says, "Please don't open my door because I'm in the middle of sessions." Good morning. My shirt says, "I don't mind a dirty girl." It's from the Tori Amos concert, which was amazing. Ugh. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to wake up with me this morning because I am not with it yet. I am not with it yet. I just really could sleep and sleep. And also, so dreams are kind of similar to how they were after eclipse season, where it's like I'm somewhere else for sure, doing a lot of things, and it's very busy, um, which is also making me tired. But let's talk about this past week, right? Let's talk about the energy right now because that's what we're doing. But it has been a real hell of a time over here, and it's like everything just keeps like doubling down on being the most annoying and inconvenient in life, right? Like even down to I woke up Saturday morning and it was obviously blazing hot because it's been that way here and pretty much everywhere. I'm like, I'm gonna clean my house because I'm moving into a span of time where I'm not gonna have many moments where my kids aren't with me. And so I'm like, they're not here. I'm gonna clean the whole house top to bottom. I'm gonna scrub their walls because you know how kids' walls get all gross. So I put in a little laundry in. I was like, yes, I'm gonna do this. And I go to switch out the laundry, and the sink in the laundry room was like full of gunky water, like all the way to the top. And I was like, that doesn't seem like what we want, right? And if you don't know, I absolutely purchased a house 3 months ago with no inspection because that's the way we're living now. And I was like, fuck. So that was fun. It's still not resolved. I do have to call somebody today to come look at it. There's clearly a clog in one of the pipes. Um, but it's just been stuff like that. And then just people acting ridiculous. Like, I'm fine, but if everyone would just around me would just like stop, we could be okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just keeps going and going and going. So over it. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Melissa. Good morning, Anna. So yeah, over it, guys. Over it. I did get to clean their room though, so there is that. But it's wild. Yeah, just act right. Get your shit together. But also at the same time, like, I don't know if you saw the TikTok I made, but it's also like things are going well. Things are coming together. Some people are acting right, you know? So I don't know. It's a strange time. It's a strange, strange time. We haven't done this in a while. So let's do a quick energy check before we get to the cards, okay? And if you're new here, good morning. I'm really trying to wake up. um, so we're gonna give you from 1 to 10, with 1 feeling good and solid, and 10 feeling like a kinky sprinkler that's lost its mind. How are you feeling today? 1 to 10. Hello. Nice to see you. All right, we've got a 6, a 5, a 7, 4, 6, 6, 8.5, 4, 11, carry, 4, 7, 6, 7, 8, 6, 8, 5, 3. All right, we are really all over the place with the clear winner being a 6. All right, get it. Get it, everybody who's feeling above 5 today. I don't even know what I'd rate myself today because I am not awake yet, truly. We'll see what this week brings. All right. And because I forgot to do this, today is, what day is it? Today's the 10th. Okay. Okay. Oh, did we do our numbers backwards? That's actually kind of funny. Um, yeah, 1 is not good and 10 is really good. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Good morning, Cassie. It's fine. Okay. Let's get to the cards. I've had like a quarter of my cup of coffee. That's why I was laughing when you said 11 teams. I'm like, damn, that's a remarkable shift from last we spoke. But now I understand better because um sorry guys. I'm clearly all over the place and can't communicate. So we'll see how this goes. All right. Let's get to it. So if you're new to Coffee and Magic, again, welcome here. We have our shit together. And I'm going to give you 3 things, and you pick which one you feel most aligned with today. And then that will correspond with the card pull from this deck, which is the Wisdom of Avalon deck by Colette Baron Reed. All right. I'm going to give you colors. The first one is, what would you call this color? Periwinkle. The first one is periwinkle. The second one is red, like a crimson red. Periwinkle, crimson, and black. Those are the 3 colors today. Periwinkle, crimson, and black. What are you feeling? What's the best shit? When I like roll out of bed over here and I'm like trying to become a conscious being in front of you. Oh. Periwinkle, crimson, and black is what we're doing today. Mm, here's the thing. There's not going to be enough coffee in this cup, I can already tell. I'm already upset. Yeah. My allergies have been so terrible too. It's too hot. I'm a cranky hot person. You know what I mean? Let's do this. Well, you chugged them. All right. So once again, your choices are periwinkle, crimson, and black, which is all the colors smooshed together. Let's see what we have going on here. Yeah, I'm taking my Zyrtec. I've also got my puffers. Ever since I had COVID the last time, which is at the end of 2022, I have asthma now. And so then my allergies trigger the asthma, and then I really can't breathe, and it's uncomfortable. I hate it. Okay, tell me when you're ready. I've got your periwinkle. Mm. Yum. Okay. So, periwinkle, cow. Oh, I'm like, where's my YouTube? Good morning, Nikki. Cow, hawk, king. Ooh, this is harkening back to a previous reading. Did we have the king and the hawk recently? Which would have been Friday. I feel like it feels like a message I just spoke recently. Okay, so you got the king, the hawk, and the cow. This is your periwinkle. Oh, don't be nervous. Why? It's always very friendly, gentle. Okay, so this is coming back to a situation. Um, okay, so same situation where mm, I don't know. This feels messy. Let's try to get into it a little bit from a different angle. Okay. So for my periwinkle people, again, there when this when it feels like this during a coffee magic, there's usually like one or two people like live watching that have like something happening with big energy that's like really coming through. Do you know what I'm saying? So if this doesn't hit for everybody, just kind of like take what hits and leave it. But I don't know. So this situation, which carries over from the reading from Friday, there was some situation that was talked about on Friday that had the king in it. You do need to make a decision, and it's like you keep moving away from this energy, okay? And the reason you're moving away from it is completely logical. So there is that. Like you're moving away from an energy you've never embodied before, but that you know you need to somehow figure out, because a different treatment of the situation must happen, right? You've been in this situation before, you've acted a certain way, it did not work out for you. You know you need to change your behaviors. You've been asking for support, you've been getting all the signs. Like you're like, should I do this? Should I do this? And the universe is like, I think so. Go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it. And you're like, maybe a sign your sign, right? Well, lucky for you, we have what may be called a hack for you today to assist you with this matter. Okay. A lot of times when we feel that point of resistance, the answer is not to keep pushing forward, but to back up a few steps and take a look at your surroundings and see if there's a left turn available to you. There usually is, but you're usually so close to everything that you can't see where that left turn would be. So, if you didn't resolve something this weekend and you feel kind of scattered by it and confused and like, was I supposed to, was I not? And you're just in that kind of mental place, take a break for a second, pull out of the situation and really look at it and ask yourself, am I actually stuck here? Or am I stuck because there's not an option that I am currently comfortable with? Look at everything, okay? And then the answer might be coming from a different direction, which means instead of pushing yourself into a space and making something happen, you just ask for help and let somebody help you. Don't shoot the messenger. I mean, you don't have to do that, but it does feel like that could help. Like, ask for help and then let somebody help you. If me saying that makes you go, absolutely not, it might be worth looking into. Okay. Does that hit for anybody? Because that was such a strong message and it just felt like not super collective. Do you know what I mean? But it does feel like it's carrying over energy from Friday's reading. Also, no, not also. We're leaving it there. All right, so that was periwinkle. If you're just joining us, we have periwinkle, we have crimson, and we have black. Those are your colors today. I would say they would look striking together, that's for sure. So if you're just joining us, maybe crimson is for you, right? Hi, Amber. Don't apologize. You don't have to apologize. Okay. Asking for help is hard, right? Especially if you have a history of just kind of like being around people that you wouldn't really want to help you anyway. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that goes into that. But at the end of the day, sometimes we need some help, right? Or a fresh perspective. All right, let's do this. Crimson. Tell me when you're ready. Oh, I don't have enough coffee left. I'm so sad. I'm sort of waking up, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This is your crimson. We also have black as the last one. Okay. Dragon. Communication. And the ground knight. Oh boy. Okay. We'll put here this one over here. Okay, let's talk about this one first. The ground knight and communication. We love a good story. Okay. Stories are amazing. Stories can also be factually like disastrous, right? You can tell a story that contains no trace of any reality that you've ever experienced whatsoever. Like, we all can do that, right? Some better than others. But right now, today, you're being asked to look at the stories you're telling yourself in your brain about some things because it's starting to, there's a very Piscean delusion energy happening here, which is to say that you're receiving an energy and purposely calling it something else so that you feel okay about it. Does that make sense? Like, there's it's like when somebody is doing something that harms us, right? But we are not in a place yet where we're ready to look at that. So instead of saying, "You're hurting me," you say, "I have so much empathy for you because I love you and I know you've had like a really rough childhood and this happened and that happened. So I'm gonna let it go. Like, I know you love me." Stuff like that, right? Like where you've created a story with no help from the other person that justifies some behavior that is not comfortable for you, that doesn't feel good for you, but then allows you to continue to stay there and receive that behavior, right? Calling it something else. Be really observant and honest about what's going on with you right now because that is the only thing that's going to help you to make the big headway here. Okay, it's about us now and the stories we tell ourselves about what we're doing. You can make anything sound better than it is or worse than it is, just like that, and then you'll live in that experience. Just be aware that whatever stories you're telling, that's if they're not founded from a place of love and it's that solid foundation of like being honest with yourself and in alignment, love and alignment go hand in hand. If you are instead chasing delusion at this time and building around delusion, that is not going to be very strong. So you're going to have to understand that while you can do that, in a little bit of time, things will start to shake out again and they won't be strong, right? Because they weren't built in that strong foundation of alignment and love. They were built in more of a delusional, like helter skelter type of vibe. It feels very chaotic. Okay. The dragon is here because at the same time as you might be in the weird swirl with all of this, there's also another energy that might almost feel out of place for you because of how clear and strong it is. And you're just like, wow, what do I even do with this? It feels like you might have these moments of like clarity and go time and power and just that feeling of being like, even for if just a moment, feeling so energetically supported. Do you know what I mean? That feeling that is poking through, right? The murkiness of this, that feeling that's poking through is what you're being asked to tune into because there's more of this. There's more where that came from. It's peeking through to show you go this direction. Okay. So be like a heat seeking missile for that feeling of support and strength and go time energy. Head in that direction and kind of like leave this if you can where it is, or start to use words that are more aligned with what's really happening because this is going to lead you where you've been wanting to go. Follow that vibe, even if it I know it feels kind of like we're just like blind and feeling around a little bit right now, but that's only because we're being taught to use our senses differently, right? Sometimes if what you need is to see clearly with your eyes, not seeing for a while is the best medicine because your eyes get a rest and when you finally can use them again, your other senses are so heightened, right? That it's just like it just blasts everything open. And that might be what's happening for you right now. The communication card is connecting to you communicating with yourself. It's more of an internal communication and story weaving kind of vibe. Okay. Does that make sense? My crimson people. I hope I'm clear this morning. I'm trying. But also, these messages are very like, they have a different energy than sometimes. They just have a very, I don't know, they're coming through differently, is what I'm saying. All good. All right. The last one is black. Yeah, exactly, man. That connecting with yourself to get underneath the old stories. Good morning. All right. Last one. Let's see. Let's see what comes through with this one. Oh my. Well, this is definitely a different vibe than the other ones. Okay, tell me when you're ready. Or did you already tell me? This is your black. Your black card. All right. Water fairy, wind fairy, and love. All right, let's see. So we've got thoughts and feelings here to play this morning. Okay. Now, I think that so we've got the thoughts and feelings and they're kind of okay, if you imagine a swirl, right, with two things swirling together. Like the two line like kind of like DNA but swirling like a cyclone. Um that's your emotions and it's your thoughts. They're swirling together, okay? You'll feel something and then your brain is going to determine whether it's valid or not, okay? There is a reprogram going on with your thoughts and your feelings because what has been happening historically, like up until this point, right, is you'll have a feeling and your brain will tell you why it's wrong or why you shouldn't listen to it. Okay. We don't trust the feeling beyond our ability to brain through the feeling. So, this restructuring that's happening is trying to help you to refocus on the feeling and then use your thoughts to create containers for that feeling, not to discredit it. It's almost like moving from this space of, I feel something, and your brain comes in and is like, let's dissect it and see how convenient for us this is and decide whether or not we're keeping this feeling. No. So the feeling is asking to be received as it is without changing it, right? So if you just get that feeling like, oof, this isn't right, and then your brain in the new program doesn't immediately tell you why you're wrong or all the ways that this can't be a thing. Instead, the thoughts come in and ask why. Okay. Why is it that you feel that way? What about this made you feel so? Really getting all the facts, using your brain to find supporting evidence for the feeling, right? Because it didn't come from nowhere. Like your body is not programmable that way. So it's actually a lot safer to trust, right? But the gap between the programs in our brain and the rawness of our body as a barometer is so vast that the misalignment is stunning sometimes and a little overwhelming and hard to believe, right? So this is asking you to look at that right now to see like how good are you right now at trusting what your feeling is, right? Like where are you at in that process? Are you at the beginning of it? Are you feeling pretty proficient in this as a skill? Like where are we at? How are we trusting? When you start to ask how you truly feel about something and like ask like your body and like really get into that, you'll realize that when you listen, good things tend to happen, right? Even though sometimes it creates chaos because sometimes things have to move, right? So feelings, emotions, and your thoughts swirling together, reprogramming so they can work symbiotically to assist you. And this is all part of the process of, again, rooting into that love energy. Remember, the theme, it was in the channeling, right? The theme for the next 6 months is creating home. Cancer energy, creating home. And you have to have a safe home inside of your own body and inside of your own head. That's kind of non-negotiable, right? It's kind of the first place we need to start because that's your first home. That's where you live all the time. You can't move out, right? Like this is it, command central. So creating home. Home feels safe. Home feels nurturing. Home feels like where you can recharge yourself, right? And if you've not known a home like that, that doesn't mean you don't get to have one. It means it's time to understand what that means for you and build it. So creating home is also sorting through that dissonance between your feelings and what your brain is saying so that you can feel that alignment. Okay. So that is your black message for this morning. Okay. I don't hate that one. That kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense to me. All right. Whew. Well, it's another week here. It is July 10th, crazily enough. I hope you guys have a really good week. I will be looking at all of the normalized magic workshop applications this week and getting word to you if you haven't heard back from me already. Um, we'll do that. I'll be back on Friday at 10 a.m. this time, hopefully a little more awake, and we'll do this all over again. Really, like, honestly, guys, it's going to be a little bit of a time right now with the energy. It's going to be up and down, right? But just remember, what are we doing here? Like, what's the point? Right now, the point is to create home. So make your decisions with that in mind, right? That like you're creating energy that you want to be in. That's what you're doing. And you're listening to yourself. Okay. I love you guys. Have a great Monday. See you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodbye.